Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. My name is Onye and this is my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like my face, if you like my content, if you want to see more videos from me. Hit the subscribe button and join this little community here on YouTube. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. Today we are going to be doing a book review of this book. Do you guys remember this book? This one. Only Big Bumbum Matters Tomorrow by Damilare Kuku. I mentioned this book in one of my vlogs, and at the time I thought I was just going to pick it up, read it, rate it, and just move along to the next book. But obviously it didn't turn out that way. I really liked reading this book. I liked reading the book so much. I judged this book by its cover. When I picked it up, I thought it was just going to be a very light, funny sort of read, which it was, to be honest. It was very funny, it was light, it was easy to read, but it was also very serious. It was deep. It touched on very serious themes and addressed real life issues that I thought were very serious and unexpected for the title. The book was deeper than what I expected from the title, and I love that about it. It was so unexpected the way that it turned out, and that was something that I loved about this book. There were several issues that were discussed in the book, like I said, but I'm not going to be going through all of them because I don't want to spoil it for people who have not read it. I just want to talk about something that I felt so deeply about while I was reading the book that made me want to film this video, and that issue is body image and body shaming. The book started with what felt like that scene from Chief Daddy. Chief Daddy is a Nollywood movie, I don't know the year now, but that scene where everyone was seated at the table after Chief Daddy died, and they were just all seated at the table, and the lawyer was about to read his last will and testament, and then they started unraveling all of his wives and hidden children and all of that. You know, the family secret was coming out. But with this book, it was not the family secret. It was like the last child. The man had 2 daughters. He died. So his wife, his elder sister, sister-in-law, people were shouting on the table. They were seated on the table. The lawyer was there as well. And he just finished reading the man's last will and testament. And then the last daughter just announced out of nowhere that she has plans to go and fix her bumbum. And like you would imagine, in a typical Yoruba family, drama just started, so everybody was, you know, gyrating. So that was how the book started. I think that was the introduction, and then the rest of the book just goes on to tell the story from the perspective of all of the characters in the book. It was such a beautifully written book. I loved it so much. But the issue, like I said, I wanted to talk about is body shaming and body confidence, and it just made me wonder, like it just made me ask the question, why do we body shame people for things that they cannot change about themselves? Like, if you have a flat bum bum, if you have a big head, big nose, big eye, you know, all of the things that we used to laugh at ourselves for when we were kids growing up, like we made fun of each other. I did it as well. But as an adult now, I cannot understand why we still do that to people. Especially now that you understand that, like, we did not create ourselves. It was not a choice that we made. I did not go to God when he was sharing characteristics to say, hey, give me big head, or hey, give me, you know, this or that. These are the things that we found ourselves with. There is nothing that you can do about it. You cannot change it. You did not make that conscious decision to be the way that you are. So it's quite baffling that even as adults, we still body shame ourselves for the things that we cannot help. If you call out somebody for being a liar, if you call out somebody for being a thief, if you call out somebody for bleaching their skin, or even, you know, domestic violence, there are things that we would collectively agree are worth shaming people for, especially those behaviors that if you don't shame them, they would not change, sort of thing. Like, you have to call them out and shame them for it in order for them to stop or change or whatever. Those sort of behaviors are understandable. The reason why we shame people for things like that is understandable. But for things like bum bum, breasts, thin, fat, head, nose, leg, what do you want them to do about it? Like, what do you want them to do about it? When people now decide to do something about it, especially now with the popularity of cosmetic surgery, you see that people are undergoing very ridiculous procedures to change the way that they look. They still get shamed for it. Like, you were the one that shamed them into making that decision. They made the decision, decided to do something about it, but you still shame them for going the route that they went. Like, what exactly do we want as human beings? So, like, reading this book, I just remember all of the things that were said about my body when I was growing up. And I don't think that those even stuck as much as the ones that were said to me as an adult. Like, even up until now, people still make very flimsy comments about the way that I look, and now I try to respond in like manner. I don't care if you say something about my body that is negative, I'll do the same to you. But that's by the way. I don't think that there is someone in Nigeria that did not get body shamed, like either growing up as a child or even now as an adult. I might be overgeneralizing and exaggerating the issue, but looking at the way that we grew up, I went to a boarding school, so that's even and then growing up in the environment that I grew up, people made flimsy comments about my body. They compared me to my sister. It was just a lot of things, and we did it to ourselves as well. But the difference is that there are levels to the effects that it left with people. So even though all of us went through similar things, there were people who went through it worse than others. So there were people who it wasn't just out of like jest or joke that they were abused in that way. People really hated them so much that they called them out on those things that they could not change about themselves. It was from a place of hate. It was from a place of causing injury. They wanted to dent their confidence. So it wasn't just, oh, you laugh over it, I call my own back here, I laugh over it, and we all move on. It was like, I hate you so much that I want you to know that you are not good enough. And because of the nature in which these things were done to them, it left a lasting mark on them. So some people, it affected their confidence, and again, there are levels to the effect of these things. So for some people, it was just like I said, joke, you laugh, everybody goes on. For others, it was just minor confidence issue, or maybe even major confidence issue, but nothing that therapy and life and time cannot fix. But for others, it left so much of a dent in their self-confidence, in their person, that now they are looking for solutions to those things. Like the character in this book, like she heard all her life how tiny she was and how flat her bum is or was, and it limited her so much in the decisions that she made with her life. It limited the way that she could express herself as a person. She could not live fully, she could not love fully, she could not be confident enough to just exist in the world because she felt like everybody was judging her based on the way that she looked. And until she did something to change that, she did not feel like she was good enough. She did not feel like she had the right to live as well as other coffee people were living. And it resonated so deeply with me, not because I have issues right now based on what I've experienced in the past that I'm trying to sort out. That's not even it. It's just that it's still a prevalent issue even now. It's still something that is widely done to people. I think that the internet has even made it worse with Instagram and like the beauty standard that is being preached up and down. It has even become worse that people will try to edit themselves to fit certain profiles so that they don't get judged or they don't get insult. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot, and it just promotes that fake appearance sort of thing, and the idea that we are all supposed to be one way and there's like no beauty in being different from the other person. And it's just like, when do we learn? When are we going to learn? When are we going to change? On when? That's like all of the questions. Like when is it going to be any different? If things are still this way since I was a child, is there any is it going to be any better for my daughter? Like, it's just, it was a lot, and I'm not even sure what I want the takeaway of this video to be. Is it stop body shaming people? I don't think that will even do anything, because every day one thing happen on social media and the next thing is, oh, be kind, you don't know what the other person is going through. It's something that is said all the time. People keep hammering on how kind we should be as humans to the other person, but it doesn't seem to work. People are just still stuck on, you know, that shame, passing it on to other people, and it's just really painful. On the other hand, I can say, oh, you are beautiful the way that you are. God made you specifically in his image and his likeness. Like, there is no need to change anything about yourself. But I know that it's a message that can reach some people because they did not internalize, is that the word? Yeah. Because they did not internalize that hurt. They did not internalize all of the things that people were saying to them. But there are people whose image have been changed forever because of what they heard other people say about them. So I'm not sure that asking them to love themselves the way that they are would do anything. But if you're watching this video, I hope that you take from it what you need. If you need to hear that you are beautiful, then I'm telling you that you are beautiful. There's no one way to exist and be in the world. There's no one way to look. It's a scam. Like, we cannot all be the same. God made us different for a reason. We come in different shape, color, sizes. It's the beauty of being human, you know. So you are beautiful the way that you are. The things that make you different from others, your unique qualities, are what make you beautiful. If you need to hear that you don't need to change anything about yourself, please hear that. And if you are one of all those people who are keyboard warriors and spread hate, I don't want to say may hate find you, but this life, there's a way that it happens. What goes around comes around. If you don't change, I hope that hate finds you. You need to do better as human beings. I'm learning every day. Some of these things I've done in the past, but with life experience, with growing up and knowing better, I learned to do better. That's it. I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. I read very interesting books, and once in a while, when something hits the right chord like this book did, I'll probably come on here and do this sort of review for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I would like to know though, what is your most memorable body shaming event, accident, whatever? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to start first. If you want to know what mine is, check in the comment section and you would see that on there. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I really hope that you do. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and this is one of those videos that you want to share, because there's a lot to take away from this video. So I hope that you do share it across your social media platform, on your WhatsApp status, whatever. Share it, subscribe to this video if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video.